everything fresh, nothing frozen, that's no lie. That's what goes in it, in and out. That's what it's all about.
What's up, guys? It's Jason here, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Company Insight. I'm sure you've heard about In-N-Out or have been to one of their locations. In fact, in my humble opinion, In-N-Out Burger is a must-see stop for most foodies and tourists to California and the West Coast in general. Since its founding in California in 1948, the In-N-Out Burger has, as the name suggests, built its almost cult-like following by upholding its original premise. Customers should be able to quickly drive in and out of its strategically placed locations to order its selected, limited menu items without sacrificing the quality of food or paying a premium. In this video, I'll run you through the secrets of how did In-N-Out get so popular and what makes this burger shop so special. By the end, I guarantee you'll be an In-N-Out Burger expert and want to head over to the nearest In-N-Out closest to you.
Did you say hamburgers? Yeah.
Even if you're a yeehaw, go Whataburger and Texas lover, you too will be an In-N-Out fan. But first, I need a quick favor from you. If you wouldn't mind just hitting that like button for the YouTube algorithm, it would help me out a ton. The more engagement a video like this gets, the more likely the YouTube algorithm is to push it out to more people to enjoy. And as this is a brand new channel I started this year, it helps me out a ton and it's free to do. If you enjoy videos like this, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for new videos each week. Thanks for doing that. Now let us continue on with what makes In-N-Out Burger so successful. Seizing opportunity. Interesting fact. Did you know the California-based chain is credited with being the first to use a drive-thru, two-way speaker to place orders? How did it come about? Company lore has it that Harry Snyder, one half of the founders, connected the dots with the advent of personal car ownership and the long stretches of highway that were coming into being in the 1940s and 1950s. As more and more people began to drive on California highways for stretches at a time, Snyder made a big bet. Those people would need to eat. Snyder and his wife Esther, the other co-founder of In-N-Out Burger, decided to utilize two-way radios for their drive-thru orders. Prior to their connecting the two-way radio with fast food, car hops took people's orders and also brought them out to customers in their cars. In-N-Out still uses car hops for the personal touch and human interaction, which has become a novelty in itself as more customers are using mobile ordering. Bet you didn't know that prior to today. Unless you've been to In-N-Out, in which case, what's your favorite thing to order? What do you get? And don't be afraid to tell us what you get off their secret menu, too.
Okay, turns out I bought 15.
What makes In-N-Out so special? In-N-Out Burger has managed to come out on top despite different food trends and changing consumer tastes, at least partially because of its commitment to maintaining its brand. There's always been a keen sense of what makes In-N-Out Burger In-N-Out Burger. So, who owns In-N-Out Burger? Always privately owned, the company has passed down from Harry and Esther Snyder to their only grandchild, Lindsay Snyder, today. Being a private company, In-N-Out Burger has no obligation to disclose its financial success or mishaps. But in 2018, Forbes reported that a typical In-N-Out Burger store brings in approximately $4.5 million in gross annual sales, compared to McDonald's $2.6 million.
Why did it have to be McDonald's?
Is In-N-Out profitable? That's almost double McDonald's sales. And McDonald's Golden Arches are pretty much everywhere in the United States and internationally, versus In-N-Out's rather limited number of stores, most of which are on the West Coast. With those metrics, they're definitely profitable.
In-N-Out Burger is one place that's taking all the precautions and still serving up tasty food.
Given that In-N-Out has so few stores in comparison to other fast food behemoths such as Burger King and Shake Shack, why does In-N-Out Burger still do such remarkably good business? It can be attributed to several key factors. The first of which is that there are, in fact, very few stores. Let's break it down to see the difference. In-N-Out has 358 locations, while McDonald's has 13,837 stores as of 2019. Five Guys has 1,500, and Chick-fil-A has 2,605. This answers one of the questions, why is In-N-Out always crowded? The limited locations helps to give In-N-Out Burger further cash as a must-stop in the West Coast, and helps it to maintain its brand integrity. Today, In-N-Out is not only in California, but also in Arizona, Nevada, Oregon, Texas, Utah, Colorado, and Idaho. Since it's not everywhere, it's a special treat and a bit more premium than McDonald's. The exclusivity of the brand is a key selling point that makes it synonymous with the California vibe. It's similar to how Krispy Kreme started until they sold out and opened over 1,000 stores everywhere. So, what are the secret menu items at In-N-Out? In-N-Out has practically confirmed the importance of the exclusivity factor to its brand by including its secret menu as the not-so-secret menu on its website. By doing so, In-N-Out acknowledges its cult-like following that had created a word-of-mouth menu that included variations on its 3 main items, as well as additional items such as a grilled cheese sandwich wrapped in lettuce rather than a bun, and an animal-style burger that is repeatedly rooted in the 1960s SoCal folklore. Apparently, even then, In-N-Out was popular with surfers who requested their patties be cooked with mustard and extra spread with their onions grilled and pickles on top. The more tousled look of the surfers led the uniformed In-N-Out clerks to describe their orders as animal style, and so another part of the legend was born. Just describing these burgers makes me so hungry! Just like I'm hungry for more subscribers. So if you're new, make sure you click the subscribe button. Additionally, In-N-Out Burger owns the majority of its properties, which reportedly helps it cut an estimated 6 to 10% of total costs. Unlike other fast casual or fast food chains, In-N-Out has made the conscious decision to not franchise its business for the sake of quality control. Locations are chosen for their proximity to highways rather than their proximity to urban centers, because the family-owned business maintains its tradition of ensuring the freshness of their food. The company boasts a no microwave and no heater policy, with all locations within 500 miles of their beef patty making facilities. Yes, In-N-Out Burger makes their own beef patties, which brings me on to my next point.
I would like to buy a hamburger.
Quality over quantity. How did In-N-Out get so popular? It's not one magic secret, but many. It starts with quality. The quality over quantity approach informs In-N-Out Burger's historic commitment to this day to DIY as much of its business as possible to ensure that everything meets its high standard. In the long run, it saves the business money as well, increasing its profit margin. The founders of In-N-Out started this startup-like approach of being scrappy by butchering their own meat rather than buying more expensive pre-cut meat, even going as far as establishing their own wholesaling company to buy paper supplies in bulk at cheaper prices, as well as building new locations with their own construction workers. Interestingly, the origins of In-N-Out Burger could be a tale of 2 different paths to success. While early on, McDonald's tried to figure out ways to cut costs and ultimately sacrificed the quality of their food to become many Americans' go-to budget meal, In-N-Out Burger's founders were obsessed with keeping as much of the chain's operations in-house as possible. If you haven't been, you must wonder, why does In-N-Out taste so good? Or if it really does live up to the hype. As In-N-Out packaging still notes today, in contrast to the processed and synthetic filler ingredients found at lower quality chains, the beef patties are truly fresh. The fries made from freshly cut potatoes and sunseed oil only. And the milkshakes are made of real ice cream. The focus on real food may seem ridiculous, but does anyone remember when a Utah man went on television to showcase a McDonald's hamburger that he had left in his cabinet for 14 years? And the result was that the hamburger looked totally unchanged.
About reaching into your coat pocket and finding an old hamburger that's 14 years old.
All right. I have no idea. Maybe it's turned to dust. There's the sack that it came in. That was the wrapper it was in. And that's disintegrating more than the hamburger is, probably. There it is. My gosh. It hasn't changed. The pickle's the only thing that's disintegrated. This is actually the receipt. I had to put it in plastic. It was just gonna be gone. Do you want to smell it?
I think I'm gonna be sick.
It's awful.
Spooky, but it goes to show just how mainstream non-real food engineered to be almost evergreen has become. For anyone who actually knows what I'm talking about or Googles it, it may make you appreciate In-N-Out Burger even more. In-N-Out is literally the only fast food hamburger that looks the way in real life as it does in the commercials. Even today, it's incredible to stop and realize that throughout the approximately 30 years of its history, one of its signature double patty burgers, the Double Double, is priced at lower than the rate of inflation. Forbes pointed out that in 1989, the Double Double was $2.15, which, factoring the rate of inflation, would now cost a little more than double at $4.40. Money printer go brrr! While it should cost $4.40, it's actually $3.85. Consumers are definitely getting a bargain, and one of the main reasons is because the company continues to buy ingredients wholesale and does modifications on their own, such as continuing to use their own facilities and workers to grind beef. It is estimated to save the company between 3 to 5% in food annually. Given that the menu has only a few items to this day, including the double-double, cheeseburger, hamburger, french fries, shakes, and fountain drinks, In-N-Out Burger has to source relatively limited ingredients. With its limited menu, In-N-Out Burger can focus on quality rather than trying to offer a multitude of products with some hit-or-miss items. Understanding its place. As a quick history of In-N-Out, Lindsay Snyder's willingness to understand In-N-Out Burger's place in the grand scheme of fast food chains continues to contribute to its success. Snyder and her team accept that In-N-Out has stiff competition on the East Coast, with chains such as Shake Shack and Five Guys, in addition to the ubiquitous McDonald's, Burger King's, and Wendy's. Snyder herself told Forbes that, "I don't see us stretched across the whole US. I don't see us in every state. I like that we're sought after when someone's coming into town. I like that we're unique, that we're not on every corner." In-N-Out endears itself with customers because it's a slice of Americana, with its red and white tiled interiors and associates in paper hats who still take customers' drive-through orders. Family touches, such as the printing of Christian verses on its food packaging since 1987, sets In-N-Out apart from other fast food chains who tend to distance themselves from religion and other topics controversial in the United States. Religion is still a hot topic throughout the country, but rather than shy away from it, Snyder has embraced it as a small and discreet touch that is a hallmark of a family business. Staying private to keep their identity. Snyder, her parents, and her grandparents, the founders of In-N-Out, have all been committed to keeping the company private. In an interview with CBS, Snyder adamantly declared that the company will never go public, nor franchise its restaurants. She clarified that, "The only reason we would do that is for the money, and I wouldn't do it."
Did you ever see a time where you go public or where you franchise or where you sell?
No way.
Never.
Never. The only reason you would do that is for the money, and I wouldn't do it. My heart is totally connected to this company because of my family, and the fact that they're not here, you know, I have a strong tie to keep this the way they would want it.
Both options are extremely popular with comparable chains because of their financial benefits. Household food and beverage chains, ranging from McDonald's to Chipotle to Starbucks, have gone public in order to reap all the benefits of being listed on the stock exchange, such as receiving a cash infusion by selling shares. By franchising, which Chick-fil-A does for instance, according to notoriously difficult criteria resulting in 0.4% of applicants being picked, In-N-Out could also raise cash instantly. However, the downsides of going public and franchising are quite similar, losing control of quality and a family atmosphere that has made In-N-Out Burger famous. As part of that family atmosphere, In-N-Out Burger strives to pay their part-time associates and really all employees a competitive wage. Unlike the minimum wage that differs by states and is paid by most fast food chains, In-N-Out Burger pays $13 an hour. Even for part-time associates, the company offers benefits, including dental, vision, basic life, and voluntary life insurance coverage, as well as an associate assistance program. Despite being at more than 10,000 employees, on employer rating site Glassdoor, Lindsay Snyder famously garners a 95% CEO approval rating. This is quite unusual given that fast food workers are often in the news complaining about barely livable wages and the corporate race to the bottom to see who will work the most for as little as possible. For consumers who do care about the ethics of the companies they support, In-N-Out Burger's success in this regard sets them head and shoulders above their competitors. Celebrity credibility. If delicious food at a reasonable price wasn't enough of a reason to love In-N-Out Burger, perhaps the many celebrity endorsements could do the trick. Some of the most famous and esteemed figures in the food world, for example, have spoken publicly about In-N-Out being a must-stop whenever they're on the West Coast. Now deceased Anthony Bourdain had explained, "It's the only fast food chain that I actually like, and I think it's reasonably good for the world." Chef and owner of the Momofuku restaurant group also begrudgingly proclaimed, "I will admit that there was a time and place for these things. If consumed right away, an animal-style burger at In-N-Out Burger is a beautiful thing." Personally, I would change that quote to, Jason at Company Insight proclaims, "I will admit that there is always a time and place for these things. If consumed right away, an animal-style burger at In-N-Out Burger is a heavenly thing."
Patrick Star is on the move, and patties are starting to disappear. Look at that little sea star.
With those famous chefs proclaiming their love for In-N-Out Burger, is it any surprise that when Paris Hilton was pulled over for her infamous DUI in 2006, she claimed she just wanted some In-N-Out? We don't condone driving under the influence, ever, but it does go to show the sway that In-N-Out Burger has over some of its most ardent fans. Personal testimonial. If you haven't figured out already, I love In-N-Out. The In-N-Out success story is the epitome of the American dream of making a great business with a great product. As a huge fan of In-N-Out Burger myself, I recommend that anyone who hasn't tried it yet, try it as soon as they get the chance. And once again, Texans, I'm talking to you. Just because you bleed orange for Whataburger doesn't mean you too can't enjoy In-N-Out. I've personally visited several locations in and just outside of Los Angeles. I haven't had a bad experience yet, and I've tried literally everything on the menu, animal style included. Depending on how messy of an eater you are, animal style, laden with sauce, may not be your thing. Regardless, the freshness of the products, excellent customer service, and retro aesthetic are not to be missed. You won't regret it. So with that said, thank you so much for watching my video. There was a significant amount of research and production that went into making this video possible. As this is a brand new YouTube channel I just started this year, if you enjoy videos like this, please click the subscribe button and hit that notification bell. The more subscribers we get, the better and the more content I can continue making. Subscribe! 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 Have you tried Shake Shack before? Did watching this video make you hungry? Be sure to check out some of my other videos like the Rise and Fall of New York, and for foodies, the Rise and Fall of Rainforest Cafe. As always, stay happy and healthy and stay tuned for another episode of Company Insight next week.